Please note in this video I only show you how to make the sleeve part, the puff, and there is still another cuff part to be added to it, and I will show you in another video because then I'll show you how to use the same pattern and you can extend the bottom half if you want to add more gathers before adding the cuff, and that is why I'm not showing it to you in this video. In my previous videos, I showed you how to draft out a perfect sleeve using your bust measurement. And now this is the outcome of the draft. I'm going to use the same draft and I'm going to show you now how I slash and spread this to make a puff sleeve. I'm just showing you this to hide any confusion. I am going to hide some of the lines that I don't require. You don't have to do this if you understand how to use it, but I'm just going to show you how you could hide those lines. So you go onto operations and you click onto this tool here, create a new group, and this is the line that you click onto using the control key. I'm going to click onto this line. As you can see, there's a dotted line that highlighted. And then I'm going to click onto this point and this point and also this point. So I'm just going to click onto that and I'm going to click enter and I'm going to type in, okay, I'm going to create a name. I'm just going to take it as outline and then I click OK. And now if you've got a group activity of visibility open on this side, if you haven't got it open, you can go into Windows and tick the box. And now when it's there, I'm going to just take the eye and I'm going to close it. So if we close it, then it's going to hide all the lines. And also, if I feel like I still got another line to add there, I'm just going to click onto that line and right click, and it's going to add to the group. And that's how you can add. Now I'm just left with the back and the front. I'm going to extend this to make a puff. So I'm going to show you how I do it. If you have a better way of doing it, then I would appreciate you telling me how you do it. I click onto the rotating tool. This rotate objects. And hold on to the control key and I'm going to click onto this point, this point, this point, and I'm going to click enter. And then it asks me to select the origin point, and this will be my origin point. And then I'm going to move the points. And you can see now that's the point there. The one in pink is the new point. I'm going to move it so you can use your discretion and you can move it as much as you want to. And that's how much I want to extend the line. And just make a note that all the points here that you have wanted to select to rotate, they will be in the color of green. If you don't see that, that means that point wasn't selected, so you must redo it all again. So now once I click onto that points, this is where I would like my new points to be. I'm going to click onto the mouse key, and then before I click further, I'm going to check onto this visibility group box. I'm going to tick it, and then I'm going to click apply, and then I press OK. And now when I do that, and then you see there's a rotation that formed under the group of visibility. I'm going to close that eye and watch closely what happens on the screen. And once I close the eye, it take away the labels for that point because those will be the old points and these are the new points that I'm going to be using. And then now I got the new points here. I'm going to take my curve tool and then use this curved part segment and I'm going to redraw a curve from those points. Press enter And I'm going to make sure that my points are curved. And reshape it. Okay, that's about what I want. And so now I'm going to go onto the operations. I'm going to click onto the flip tool, and I'm going to select this curve, the new curve that I formed. And I'm going to click enter, and I'm going to click this point as my, because it asks you to select your origin point. So my origin point is going to be here. And as you can see, it flipped it from that side to the other side. And then I'm going to press apply, OK, to complete. And now don't be confused with your original sleeve. If you feel you're going to get confused, so before you can redraw your new lines here or your curve or your sleeve, you can always go to the create a new group and hide it. But I'm sure you won't get confused. So this is my new creation here. Now at the bottom, and this is going to come out like a V. So I got to gently curve the bottom as well. And when I curve on one side, the other side will automatically get adjusted because it was flipped onto the other side. So I'm going to gently curve that. That is all to it. And done with that, and I'm ready to extract the piece. So I'm going to go into detail. I'm going to click onto the workpiece tool, and I'm just going to click onto the new lines that I created. And I got that created. And now when you go on the other side, make sure that you use the shift key, click on it, because when you rotate, you flipped it to the other side, the arrows went in the other direction. So it's all supposed to be in a clockwise direction. So what you're going to do is shift and click onto that piece. And as you can see in red, that is your new sleeve piece. And so you're ready to go into detail mode. So you're going to click enter. And then here's all your part. And it says you are ready to open the detail. Okay, etc. etc. And then you want to click OK. You go into the detail mode. And there is your piece. Okay. And now you want to create maybe a notch here to show you where how much you adjusted the curve. So I'm going to go to the drawing mode because it hasn't included my labels into my piece. I'm just going to go there and I'm going to select the points. And as I said, insert node tool. I'm going to click onto the points that I want inserted in there using your control key as usual. And you select the points. And we're going to click enter. It comes up with this menu. You're going to click onto piece. And you're going to click onto the detail because that's only detail you have. Okay. Go back to detail. Select your piece. Options. And there's your pieces here. So you're going to extrude, 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 and extrude the ones that are crossed out. And you press OK. And then you see this is what happens. So what happens here is now, if you go in the detail mode, you see all your pieces fall in a clockwise direction. So you got to rearrange, go into options. Now this is a lesson for you to know. Okay, as you can see, The A is right at the bottom, and after it, before the 606A5 label is the A. Okay, and so you got to move the piece to its rightful position. Okay, and the 9 is coming after that A. And if you're not sure, you can just play around with it and you move your pieces, adjust your pieces accordingly till you get it right. Okay, it is like a jigsaw puzzle once you have sorted that out, and this is the outcome. Now you can see it's all in the right place. So there's still one more piece that's missing. So all you have to do is go into the draw mode, and you can see I don't have a label on this here because I transferred the label from here to there, so it doesn't really matter because this was flipped over to the other side. And so now I've got that piece of ready. All I have to do is get into this piece here, right click, and you're gonna click pass mark. And you do on the same, you're gonna right click and you click pass mark. Click pass mark. So you're gonna click onto this as well, and you're gonna have an option. You're gonna add seam allowance. Click on seam allowance and you apply. And yes, my piece ready with my the pass mark. You can change your angle. Got my angle as straight forward. You can also see if you show label and your pass mark is one line, so you can take your angle, then you can change it maybe intersection. You can see it changed it to the intersection. And maybe I can do the same here. And I click it an intersection and it goes there, and this is what. And then if you look at here, and go to the pass mark and A, I'm gonna manual and I'm gonna click the length. You can change your length. I've changed my length to 2 centimeters and apply, and you see it increase the length. And then you can add your labels. Alt L, and there you got your notches for your gathering here or pleating or whatever you want to do, and then it will fall into place. Now you see my shape is a little bit off. You can just go to the drawing and you can adjust it accordingly onto the pattern piece. When you make the adjustment to the pattern piece, it will get adjusted accordingly onto the pattern here.